Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the New York City Nobodies Podcast. It's your boy, Jesse, and to the left of me is my main man, Caesar.
Hey, it's the first week of the season, a lot to talk about. We're back here in Tribeca, the usual spot, the studio. You know where the HQ is at. And, of course, on my left, the other member, we got Senor Cheese.
Queso in the building. I'm from Tribeca. We don't do that. What is that manhole cover that blew up in Tribeca earlier? What were you doing over there, Jesse?
That was the
man,
hero,
bro.
bro.
The
Heroes out there
Tribeca is
wilding
happening.
out. I'm trying to call
That's
him.
because Jesse dined and dashed at Nobu in Tribeca, so they fucking
Facts.
trying to take him out, bro.
Maybe because he pissed on the floor, bro. You never know.
Oh, yeah, he was pissing on the floor in the elevator. Who the fuck is
It's
you?
you.
He tried to hop the train at the World Trade Center.
And obviously, we are joined live from the BX, from the Boogie Down,
Good, y'all.
with Felix Palau in the building. How
What's
you
good,
doing, Bob?
everybody? Yo, it's a crazy night because, something that, prior commitments I had kept me in the Bronx tonight. But I said, yo, for all that, for the time we started, I should have just gone to fucking Brooklyn tonight. What's up, y'all?
Listen, it's like you're here with us anyway.
And how's everyone doing? How we feeling?
Nah, man.
just had a big
USA
date today.
Hockey won the gold this fucking
Yeah, man.
weekend?
USA Hockey doing their thing. Let's give it up to them.
Yo, listen, I gotta be honest.
Eagles. There's no Eagle.
I'm a casual.
Yeah.
Let's go Rangers. I know to the left they might.
Let's go Islanders.
Yeah. Me, I'm like, whatever. I don't like hockey.
Talk about hockey.
Regardless of what team you might like in the NHL, what we did as a country, son, I cried.
I felt like the country.
No. It was a really good game, too.
I cried.
You had
son.
people at 7 a.m. waking up.
And we
to
got
watch
our
this.
smoke bag for the Four Nations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they were talking hot trash about us winning. You could look, they weren't the best team. We were
Oh,
the
it's
best team.
3-on-3 hockey. Y'all knew that coming into the Olympics. Don't play with that bullshit,
Nothing
bro.
new. Nothing new.
It's like
Yeah,
complaining about
you know something.
Columbus
As a
playoff,
person who only watches maybe 1-2 hockey games a year, I mean,
Definitely
including
not
this one, the gold medal game. Gold medal game was a pretty good one, man. So definitely.
Oh, yeah.
which is a damn shame, my brother. You should be watching.
Nah,
more hockey.
so it was just something I wasn't raised with. I was raised with like basketball,
Me either,
soccer,
bro.
baseball. That's what I love. But I mean,
Once I started
Those are
hanging out with
Latino
this guy-
sports right there.
exactly. Those are Latino sports. I'm
This guy
like,
right here, bro. Let me tell you something. Hockey's a lit sport.
I'm not.
once you go
I'll
once,
keep an
you're
open
never
mind and
gonna
I'll go
not
to a
wanna
game.
go.
Have you ever been to a hockey game?
I've never been to a hockey game.
that's
So
why.
I keep an open mind, but I would go.
That's it right there.
That's
Watching it on
what I'm
TV doesn't do it justice.
Right. And it's probably true because of the fact that I think that's one of the few sporting events in New York City I haven't gone to is a hockey NHL game. I've done NBA, MLS, obviously, MLB. I've done NFL. You know what I mean? But hockey, that's like one of the few sporting events.
And I mean, the
sporting events
reality
I've
of
done.
things is, not to get too much into it, obviously, but think about it. Going to hockey games at MSG, we already got to pay so much and do so much for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
It's are
for the
expensive,
Rangers.
bro.
No,
But, I mean,
definitely.
listen-
And I think the price barrier. It's another one that you have to cross. But to be quite honest with you, anytime I've ever spoken to anybody about going to a Ranger game, it's always a good time. It's always like, yo,
Bro,
you gotta
hockey
go,
games
you
are
gotta
so
go.
amazing.
That's probably the reason you don't like hockey. And
And
it's probably true.
It's on Long Island. It's not in Madison.
So,
the only
have
team in
fun.
Madison Square Garden
Wait.
we acknowledge is this team right here.
No. The orange is
Like
blue
on
skies
the Long
forever,
Island
baby.
From the Bronx, when you could just go to Manhattan
Yo,
right
you
there,
get to take the
34th Street.
LIRR. You could drink on
You know,
that.
it'll probably be easier for me to get to 34th Street. You know what I mean?
Speaking
So,
of
I think
drinking,
that's a pretty valid thing to say.
Drinking, I had to drink after that 1-1 draw we had on Sunday.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ! I mean,
First off,
everyone's ignoring the elephant in the room here.
let's shout out the brave souls who actually went out to LA for this game, right?
Shout out to Yoti.
Shout out to y'all,
Bieber.
right? And
Thank
shout out
you.
to everybody as they got back to New York City, because I know a lot
out
of
to
people
Mandy.
were delayed in getting back to New York and whatnot because of the blizzard. So thank God everybody's back home safe in New York City.
I heard they would get some people were getting home today.
Yeah,
That's what
crazy.
we're hearing.
Some people,
That's crazy.
Some
That's
people
crazy, man.
we knew flew to as far as Baltimore, rented a car and drove back
Really?
because there was less snow. Like my mom lives down there. There was like no snow,
Oh,
Wow, that's crazy.
so they basically could land no problem and just drive back.
And just drive back.
I
I
mean-
probably would have did the same thing.
But that goes to show, the effort that you take to go
The
to away games.
dedication, man.
And this is just the first week of action, and there's a lot, obviously, to talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
definitely.
get to it.
Definitely, of course, it's great to see the boys back.
It felt so fucking
Amazing.
good,
It felt amazing, especially with that beautiful, beautiful kit that we're going to be wearing.
Oh
for
man, it's
the
a
next
beautiful
years.
kid.
Baby.
And with those amazing orange socks.
Yes.
That actually, a lot would have been like, hey, does it really
you
go
know what
with?
those socks look real fucking Union, baby.
Yo, we look like the New York's flag, right?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
we look like
Name.
the flag, right?
And I think that was my favorite thing is that the fact when you look at it as a complete kit, it looked beautiful. That's the
Right.
and I honestly think this is the first time we're wearing a full 3-color kit.
And
Like,
actually,
I don't think in our
Yeah,
history we have never done that.
You know what I love about it the most? I feel like all New Yorkers can identify with that.
No,
we
yeah.
were
Good
orange everything,
combination.
orange everything. And I mean, listen, the orange is beautiful and whatnot, but maybe it was a bit too bright for the situation because 2 minutes in,
Was it
Oh,
even
wait.
Maybe
Before we
less.
do that, man.
No,
hold on.
It was like
80 something
90
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, hey, look, guys, we want
I'd be
to
less
let's
longer,
get
bro.
into
What happened?
lineups and all that first, boys. You know, I mean, we got to do
Ahead of
that.
ourselves. Sorry, we're
Oh,
excited.
excited, exactly.
I know, right, definitely. But
got the
fellas,
lineups,
I do
Felix?
have our lineup ready to go.
Our Mr. Okay, cool. Go.
Felix Madden.
Go ahead. No.
Hey,
go
this
ahead,
is what I think we got to do over here.
No, you know what it
And
is.
that's what you call a wham block.
No, but
Ducking. Boom.
keeping it soccer, you know. Cheers, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff Streves.
Oh,
to the
wow,
sideline.
Jeff Reeves,
Okay,
my
line.
man out here, bro.
What's
I
going on?
bet.
Oh, this is
It's America,
the
kid. It's
actual
soccer.
football with your
It's
feet.
soccer.
No, the actual football with your feet.
Football.
Go ahead,
Football.
Shout out to the
Go
youths for
ahead,
beating
Felix.
all those European teams too, by the way.
Facts. Yo, so
Yo,
definitely
yes,
we had
NYC U14. Shout out.
no,
The
shout
Manchester
them out. Shout them
Yeah.
out, baby.
It was in Man City
And Liverpool.
and Liverpool.
Shout them
That goes to
out,
show, listen,
baby.
El
Shout them out,
Academy is
baby.
producing a lot.
That's
even
the
at young
future
level.
right there, bro.
Go
Hey,
ahead, Jeff.
The future is looking bright. Anyway, hey, for right now, this is the first team. Check this out. We have my man number 49, Captain America out here, Matt Freeze. Def. So you know we lined up in the back. Yeah, definitely. We had on the right, we had my man 2-4 Tavon Gray. Young man from the Bronx right there. In the middle, we have Mr. Thiago Martins wearing the captain's armband, wearing number 13 on his back, paired up with my man Raul. Definitely. So that, you know, we actually had a pretty good game. Let's give it up to the man.
He did.
And then
Solid.
definitely.
To have a good game is just playing your position.
Exactly.
That's-
Let's
that's-
dig into the
let's
game plan, and that's exactly what he did.
Bro, we
I'm
know
just
you're
yo,
from
I'm just
Brooklyn. We know
fucking
you're from
picking
Brooklyn.
back on what you
That's
just
what happens
said.
here from
I don't know if you
Tribeca.
guys could tell, but just
Definitely.
What up?
So we had, and definitely to round out the
Pistol,
back line, we had my man Kevin O'Toole. We had our boys Aiden O'Neal and the new guy, Mr. Kai Trowan. We had those guys in the
Yep.
defensive pivot.
Two kangaroos
For
in the
his
middle.
debut,
Definitely.
for his NYCFC debut, shout out.
Shout outs to him, definitely, man, definitely.
Applause.
When we had Trapito Ojeda from right to left, Trapito Ojeda, Maxi Morales, and Hollis Wolf in our attacking midfield, and up front at the tip of the spear, we had number 9, El Nico Fernandez Mercado. You know, Nico Fernandez Mercado doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I think I'm gonna just call him
So I
Nico
mean,
Fernandez.
listen, before we go on,
Nico Fernandez works for
what
me.
would you guys prefer? Because honestly, I think
It's
that-
not about what we prefer.
NFM, baby.
You guys do not understand. They literally started calling him that because that's what he asked to be called.
Yeah,
I thought it was because we had another Fernandez.
No, bro, he's gone, and they still call
No,
him that.
yeah,
But
now.
that
His
was
mama
Yeah,
his-
no,
called him
so
Nico
I guess
Fernandez
it's
my
true,
pal.
like, you know.
Nico Fernandez my
Us-
pal.
us
but
Latinos
that-
are funny
but,
like
they
that,
literally
you know what I
said
mean?
it last year in like on one of the broadcasts.
I thought it was the other way around. But anyway,
No,
But yeah,
definitely,
so-
definitely, gentlemen. So, you know, as Nico had mentioned before, you know, right before we got into the lineups and whatnot, we got punched early. You know, the LA Galaxy, I think they were looking to improve their team from last season. You know what I mean? And they brought in, you know, this guy, Joao Klaus. Joao Klaus goes ahead and within the second minute. Everyone caught ball watching. 4 defenders around the ball. Gentlemen, how did y'all see it?
That's what it was. It was lazy defense.
so you know what Pascal said.
It was lazy.
Wait,
defense.
you know what Pascal said that I really liked that, and that's what I love about him. He just addresses things how they are. He was like, for the first 10 minutes, the lights were on, but nobody was home.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
That's
a big
exactly what it was.
Yeah, of
Basically, I
course.
mean, think about it. But that's what when you begin a game to see like the Galaxy, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for vulnerability. You're looking for this. Literally, the season just started, so you just want to come at them and just catch them off guard.
Catch them lacking. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what unfortunately happened. But
yeah, I feel like we were lazy on that play. We didn't.
We didn't expect it. We didn't expect that.
We didn't chase down the ball.
Right word.
We didn't chase down the ball. We
I feel
allowed
like
3 easy passes in the box to get to that.
They were going through the
goal.
motions. I don't know if it was laziness. But you gotta admit, it was a great pass by Royce, and it was.
It was a beautiful setup.
Place that Freeze could not save it.
But that ball should have never got
and
to
I
Royce.
agree, but I don't think it was due to
laziness. But gentlemen, there are a couple of variables here that we're not speaking of as well.
I went back and watched the highlights earlier. It was a good play.
I just feel like in the beginning of the game, it's your first 15 minutes on the pitch in the beginning of the season. That's when you have to play your hardest. That's when you have to chase down every ball. That's when you have to track every player. Like it was just like kind of FIFA-ish, if you ask me.
I think another thing that I really picked up on was the fact that
we'll talk with the goal.
That's a good way now to
something I did pick up on during this match was just the simple fact that even in the preseason, this defensive four did not play together that much in the preseason, and that's something that we do have to take into account. But I'm not making excuses for this, but when you have that much of a lack of communication, you know what I mean? Like that has to be because of the fact that Raul Gustavo has not played that many minutes with Thiago Martins. Tavon Gray has been playing a couple games on the right wing. Kevin O'Toole has been playing a couple on the left. But really, Raul Gustavo and Thiago Martins have not been, in that back four together in the preseason. So right there, you kind of see that rustiness and that inexperience was like, yo, chill. We got to get this together. We're all ball watching. This can't be happening.
And honestly, listen, to keep it real, like it was only the first how many seconds of the year?
Yeah, minute 32.
Of course, we could be critical of that, but we can't be so critical because of what happened afterwards, and that's a good way to transition. Because genuinely, after the 15 minutes, we were playing our game again. Yeah, so then you can see us, really kind of control the game, control the tempo. As that's how we always get a stronghold of games. Yeah, that's how we've always done. The City way. And yeah, I mean, one thing obviously that was pretty prominent was the fact that you said, I think in some way, they kept interchanging the strikers. But that's because once you play and you don't have someone who naturally is there, you have to play a certain other way. And Nico, for the most that he can do, it was pretty predictable, the runs he'll make. He isn't the biggest guy. Alonso is much more used to using his body in certain situations as a target man and connecting plays. But that was the thing that was pretty prominent, that we looked uncomfortable. Right. I think that's the right word to use.
And I feel like sometimes you got to get punched in the mouth to realize that you're in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
We also have to take into account the team has been away from home for a very long time.
Absolutely.
They did not leave California after the Coachella Classic. Mm-hmm. They stayed in L.A. even after the game because obviously the storm held them in Los Angeles for a couple days. But
I don't think they got back to New York till Tuesday.
So obviously the first half ends, whistle blows. We're down 1-0. I'm like, damn, bro, there's just no creativity happening on offense. We're looking sluggish. It's lackadaisical.
It wasn't too much sluggish. It was just uncreative.
Yeah, but it was just uninspiring. It was uninspiring soccer. It was not exciting to watch. It was just like, all right, well, this kind of sucks.
Well, it's hard to be entertained when you're missing such a key piece of your team.
And we understand that. That's kind of what I'm getting to. So, and I don't remember what minute was it. What was it, like the 60th minute or something, when Nico Fernandez got that penalty?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Can we talk about the awareness on that play? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, even before we rush into that, listen, we could talk about the striker situation and whatnot. But what I was going to say is that we still were playing our game.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is, even with the striker, we still sometimes tend to look the same. Because we play similar ways, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't have...
We play CFG ball.
Not only that, but we don't have... Sometimes it's just like...
Like that killer instinct, kind of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sometimes it's just, again, it comes down to uncreativeness. You can't attack certain ways all the time.
Right.
And of course, even with Alonso, sometimes we look that way. But one thing we always do is play our game. But what good is playing our game if we're not doing much to...
I know at halftime.
And it wasn't until that penalty
You know, at halftime, I was really telling myself like,
oh wait, but because of that penalty. But go ahead, Felix. Yeah.
No, I was really telling myself, okay.
That's what I was getting to.
Tavon for that pass.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I mean, this is something else I wanted to throw in there. So we had 60% possession at halftime. Right, 60% possession. We were a lot of that possession recycling the ball, because guess what? The Galaxy were doing. They were setting up the block starting from the line of confrontation. They're setting up a block, maybe 20-yard block, and they're throwing everybody in the middle. At some point, you start counting 7, 8 bodies. And gentlemen, you've always heard me say this. This is how you beat New York City FC. Set up the low block, set up the middle block, flood your numbers, and you're good. Now NYC got to play the ball over the top. Now NYC got to recycle the ball through the back, because we're not going to be playing the ball down the middle at this point, right? So we kind of did break that in the second half. Now, when you talk about the 60th minute, right, and things started changing, and now we're going to start getting into that beautiful, beautiful ball by Tavon Gray. Oh my God. I mean, listen, gentlemen, we've all spoken about how Tavon Gray's crossing has improved, how he's just gotten a lot better. I mean, last season he didn't have it too many. I think he had 0 assists. Season before he had like 11 and 12. But when you serving up ball, serving up that through pass the way he did, with that amount of spinning technique, gentlemen, when you can put my balls.
He said my inner thoughts, but yeah.
I didn't want to do it, but but seriously, gentlemen, like when you're putting together a pass like that.
Great from Felix, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh,
right here, boom, boom, boom,
Staten Island, bro.
Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan,
from the Bronx, baby.
Long Island, Westchester.
No, he's from the Bronx.
But I was gonna say, but again, that 60th minute, obviously, that pressure, that running, that whatever, the maneuvering that Nico does in the box.
Let's be honest.
He's very aware. He has good ball awareness.
Let's all be honest, though. That was a soft penalty.
Okay. So this is.
But we'll get to that, because I think the second one we'll get to.
No, yeah.
But should
have been a penalty.
But it was a makeup call. I thought of that in my head immediately.
So check this out.
So it was a second yellow. It's why they called it.
Yeah, Garces had the second.
He was already playing reckless.
It is soft.
He was already playing. He was already garnished the yellow. And even though it was soft, the ref already sees that player playing aggressively. So gives the penalty.
So, but yo, this is something too that I picked up on. I mean, a lot of people started talking about the elbow that Nico Fernandez throws out. Now, if you're a player, if you've done any time playing this game, you already know you got to get that elbow out there to protect yourself.
Of course.
Yeah.
So if he's putting that arm out there, that's really not a source of contention. A lot of people were like, well, Nico Fernandez, just throws the elbow out and just, makes Garces fall. No, this is Garces, because of the fact that he took that hit.
Garces was clumsy though.
That was a real clumsy step he took.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that he knew what he's doing. He's taking. I mean, come on, you guys see it. You see it's plain as day. He's taking out the leg with his fist. It's a soft penalty, yes, but a penalty nonetheless.
He's pulling out the back of the jersey.
Yeah, that's a denial of a goal for a chance. That's borderline. Hell yeah.
We've seen it as clear as day. I saw it the play when it happened.
It was a little bit.
If there's no tug, there's no penalty.
It was a little bit of the dark arts by Nico Fernandez, but you know what? I'll take it because I feel like those calls always go against us. So to finally get one to go our way,
that's it.
Yeah.
Even if it was soft, it wasn't.
That being said, Nico went up with confidence, buried it.
But not only did he bury it, but he buried it with one foot.
With his left.
Exactly. And what is he? A righty. And what does he take his corners and set pieces, or at least his corners, his left foot.
And even Taylor Twellman was sound about that too.
That's talent.
And not only that,
he's
that's talent.
Natural technical ability.
That being said, right, we played against the Galaxy with 10 men for about 30 minutes.
And that's what I'm saying. As much as it was a soft,
of course,
soft call, we should have done. We got gifted a get out of jail free card. That was our opportunity to say, hey, listen, we're gonna take this game by storm, and this should be ours. Some would say with the striker it was more able to happen. I think so, maybe. But regardless of that, we have to be a bit more creative and lethal.
No, it has to. Yeah, man.
And a striker,
real quick.
No, that's part of it for sure.
Not for nothing, right? If you guys don't mind, right? once we buried that penalty, we had all the momentum in the game.
Yes.
100%.
The reason why we did not win that game is because we don't have a number 9.
Finisher like
Not saying that the only reason we didn't win is because we didn't have another 9. But a number 9 garnishes attention.
Yes.
He takes the defenders and he makes them move with him. You understand what I'm saying? What I noticed after that was kind of like as a basketball, kind of like Phil Jackson, the triangle.
Yes. Filling in spots.
Nico up front, and then he'll shift back, and then Hannes Wolf will be up front. A total football. So you know what I'm saying? The way the Dutch did it. It's a constant triangle that was rotating.
Yes.
And we were trying to find who should play up front. Now, with Hannes Wolf, with the way he played that game, a lot of creating, a lot of putting himself in a position to score or assist. I think we should have made the decision to put him up front just for that game.
Yeah.
Just so he could garnish that attention that is needed from the defender.
I think that's what needs to happen. You're right. Because a lot of people have been commentating that same thing. How Hannes Wolf should have started at the 9. Taylor Twellman was saying it during the broadcast. A couple people, I know. A couple people have mentioned that as well. So why not? We got to try everything right now. So why not?
I definitely agree. But one thing I want to say is that one thing that maybe we're not mentioning, that is a prominent way that we play and what has gotten us where we are now, especially under Pascal, is transitions.
Yes.
Transitions.
Right. Okay.
Counterattack transitions. He kind of said with Montreal, with the way Galaxy played, especially when they went a person down, we're not getting the speed of play we want, especially after defending forward. Therefore, the attack can't really be as lethal as it usually are.
Right.
For example, we go to Philly in the playoffs last year, right? How did we dominate the game? We're speeding through
counter-attacking football,
You defend them. You make them lose a ball, and immediately you go over creativity with lethalness. When we're just controlling the ball, setting the tempo, and they're just there.
Yeah.
Where is our lethalness? Where's our intensity?
Exactly.
And what could help is maybe having someone in the middle, besides Nico Fernandez,
Right.
that we just said, is Hannes Wolf, because from what we gathered, the sample sizes we got from Taillez, Hannes Wolf with 11 goals and 7 assists last season looks maybe like a better option. I know
he really did.
City Boys
He
podcast,
really did.
They definitely talked about this this week, but I think now that's something Pascal has to consider, especially in the training ground. And listen, he's an expert, so
But at this point, he has to be trying everything.
Yes,
He should not be leaving anything.
And I think that's
off
an
the
option
table.
that now should be looked at much more.
And one quick thing. Let's just talk about how dope it was to see Keaton Parks return to the pitch. I mean, round of applause.
Beautiful shot. Now, bro, can I say something real quick? Can I just say something? Because last week the audio kept chopping in and out while I was trying to really, really give it out to my man.
Sorry
Keaton.
about that, guys.
Just allow me to, for 1 second. Keaton, it was a pleasure for you to really, really pull me out of my mess in 2021 when I wasn't doing the best health-wise. And I know that I only had to pay it forward one way, and that's to lift you up and let you know that in your time of injury, in your time of need, I'm going to be there for you just like you were there for me. So, I mean, this meant a lot. It meant a lot to y'all, but it really meant a lot to me because when everything was happening, we're not going to mention it here. I think everybody knows about it, right? But when that was going on, he reached out. He said, "Hey, Felix, you know something? I heard everything. You're going through a thing right now. Can't wait to see you back in the stands." Beautiful. That was my motivation when I was going through kidney dialysis and doing all that. That was my motivation to really get through that session, was to get back into the stands like I did in August. And Keaton Parks was a huge part of that. So, Keaton, love you, baby. Shout out to you. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to all y'all.
That's the human-to-human connection that this club has brought across the board. Whether it's player to fan, fan to fan, player to city. Man, it just makes me so proud when I hear stories like that.
This podcast is the perfect example of that.
Just to be an NYCFC fan, I got the logo tatted on me for the first time.
We next. We got challenge.
For nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the initiation for the nobody.
Yo, you gotta have the NYC tatted on your joint.
But hold on. Am I the only one sitting here with the logo tattoo?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the initiation for the no.
No. So now I gotta do it. No,
We ain't nobody to have a tat. You get me?
Everybody, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We will be getting some ink done in the next month or so. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
all right, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
And if you guys have any,
let's document
if you guys have any tips of what to get or whatever, hey, feel free to comment. But
definitely leave those in the comments. Definitely.
But
man, y'all better get the tattoos y'all like and better stop listening to everybody.
I said
what I want first.
Don't listen to us for any sort of life advice, y'all.
Angel wings with a heart that says NYCFC and
wow. I was thinking again, Kissy lives with dice.
No. He's gonna be like R.I.P. Yo. Milky, he's about to get the tattoo that says R.I.P. Beba with the angel wings and the halo.
Yeah,
Caesar's gonna get the I miss you, Bakra.
We gotta get the NYCFC, the NYCFC tribal band tattoo.
Wow, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna get the same on your pops hat, bro. Okay, gentlemen, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Let's jump back into this game real quick.
Keaton, we love you.
We met.
Definitely, we love you, baby. Double five, let's go.
Another person who deserves a shout out, who's been getting a lot of praise from, our main man Pascal, is Drew Bayera making his debut.
Congratulations, bro.
Congratulations, kiddo.
And he's played in the under levels for the U.S.
Definitely.
U18, U17. He's real talent.
Real
talent, kid.
So yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be fighting for that spot with Tavon. Obviously, so it was good to see him with our beautiful 250 USA.
Oh, that patch is looking sick.
He had a debut patch right above.
If anyone got a beat on where to get those, drop it in the comments, dead ass, because those things.
Listen to me. Those are good. Like I said, I was telling C's earlier. Those with the debut patches.
Yeah.
They're gonna go in trading cards, bro.
No, man. That's beautiful, right? Those patches are beautiful.
And they're gonna put them shits in sports cards, and there's gonna be millions of people trying to get them shits. But
those uniform patch cards are gonna be the move.
Logo
250.
That's on eBay.
That is hard. What, 250 logo? What, to iron on?
No, I'm gonna have to pick one up. Those are hard.
I'm not gonna say who, but one of our boys send us the link on one of the group chats.
Are we gonna gatekeep?
Well, I mean, it's online.
There's certain things we can't give it all up.
We're gonna gatekeep on this. Sorry, y'all.
Google that shit. If you Google it, you'll find it.
All you have to put is USA 250 patch MLS.
On eBay.
All right, but that's enough. That's enough.
That being said,
we got to gatekeep just a little bit.
The game ended 1-1 tie,
which we should have won.
Whatever. We escaped LA with a point.
That's beautiful.
At the end of the day, and we went in a roundabout way to basically say we got a point.
Yeah, definitely. But fellas,
at the end of the day, that's what matters most.
Given our recent history on the road in the last couple of years on road openers, especially on the West Coast, I'll take that point on the road, fellas, and that's just a great way to start our season.
We've only won 2 games in our opening effort.
Yeah. Dealing with our situation and the fact that
it don't matter.
Are
it's
short-handed,
how you finish, not how
we'll
you
take
begin.
that one. We'll take the one. We'll take the one. But now, as a transition, how does the team change? How do we take...
Now we're previewing Philly, which is this weekend.
Let's move on to Philly. Fuck LA.
And listen,
how does the team change? How do we make the necessary adjustments?
Before we talk adjustments, we got to give a shout out because last time we played at Philly, a certain man announced himself for the 4th time in a playoff. Happy birthday, Maxi Morales.
Maxi
Morales. 21 years old.
Maxi Morales.
Feliz cumpleaños, man.
That's cool.
Maxi.
And I saw how you were breathing when we walked up them steps.
Definitely, my man. But yo, fellas, before we get into this Philly game real quick, let me shout out some stats and let everybody know the numbers that we got.
Of course, do you think, kid?
Definitely. So
numbers don't.
And NYC definitely won the possession game in this one. We had 64% possession as opposed to 36 by the Galaxy. We had an XG of 1.35 compared to 0.36 by the Galaxy. We had 10 total shots. The Galaxy had 8. The Galaxy beat us in this one. They had 6 shots on targets to our 1.
That goes to show on creativity. That's where it lacks.
Definitely. The creativity was there. We couldn't finish as much as we wanted. Big chances. We had 2 of them. We had 2 big chances, fellas. That we, that one was put away for that penalty. And definitely. And the big chances missed was 1. Accurate passes, we had 88% accurate passes at 548. 77% pass accuracy for the Galaxy at 269 passes completed. They beat us in the foul game. They committed 15. We committed 16. 2 corners to 1. Us NYC. So definitely, I think we won the game in a lot of the major statistical categories. It's just we couldn't win it in the one that counted.
Regardless of that, wasn't it just great to watch NYCFC play?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
I do have to
all
say,
the fucking talking to rest and just watch the boys go out on the pitch in a game that actually fucking meant something. And I'm glad, regardless of what, that we escaped with a point, because NYCFC 2 years ago loses that match.
absolutely, I agree.
3 years ago, we lose that
Cushion
match.
ball.
But
Besides
now,
22.
but
Pascal
now we're
effect,
on to
baby.
bigger and
Love
better
it.
things.
The Pascal effect.
But, I mean, that was a Pascal
And we have to
game.
go on
Literally.
I-95 to head past Philadelphia to
Fuck
fucking
Philly,
Trailer Park, Chester, Pennsylvania,
Chester's the
to
one.
play
hood.
Chester Union. Oh my God!
I don't
mean,
even have to belittle nobody because
We literally
what happened
own.
last
We
time we
literally
played?
own your whole franchise. Dupe is
We
poop.
do. We own Delaware
You guys
County.
just-
We, New York City South.
You know
Fuck that.
who owns Philly though? Their
We
former
really-
striker Ty Baribo, who
Oh.
beat Philadelphia
How do
1-0
you
last weekend.
feel?
DC down the I-95. Their
How do you
own man
feel?
couldn't
He
take that
celebrated
doofus
like
poop
a
and beat him.
motherfucker.
Love to see it.
How
You
can you
love to
not?
see
How
that.
can
So
you
that's a
not?
preview
And
on
they
this
caught a
one.
red card.
And they got a red
Ooh,
card.
they
So they
got
have a player.
flusted.
So that's a good way to kind of go into this game, to be honest. We had a much more convincing performance. With,
Yeah.
With, you would say, a much expected tougher opponent, you know?
And even the 66% possession, it doesn't do it justice as a stat. Like, we owned possession of the
After
ball.
that red card,
Once
it
you
was just
hear
us.
the red card that the Galaxy got, you think 66 possession is only because they got the red card. No, we had possession most of the
Yeah,
game.
what do we do with it?
Yeah, but exactly.
No, but you're
this
controlling the
game,
game in our
this
favor.
game, we have to kind of try to do the same thing.
And
It's
they
not
play much
gonna-
different.
No, definitely. We definitely have to do that.
Listen, this is not the same Philadelphia Union we played in the Eastern Conference semifinals last year.
And
It's
also,
not.
they play a
It
certain
is not
way.
absolutely that, Nico. That's
They
a
are
great point
coming.
because of the fact that the players that they lost. We faced one of them this past week up in Jacob Galesnes, right?
That's another one. They lost their
That was a
center back
huge
and
loss.
striker.
That's a huge loss in their back
Those are
line,
2 losses.
and now that's a hole that we exploit. You know, because
Right.
now because you already know, Galesnes. Hey, yo.
And there's 2 whole center back and
Jesus
striker.
fucking
Like,
Christ,
come on, guys.
bro.
They
Come
had a
on.
listen,
Come
Tribeca
Come
gutter.
on.
Come on, kid. Go ahead.
I'll
Go ahead.
never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us.
Go
No,
ahead.
but no, definitely. I think that right now, we have to take advantage of the fact that we just finished seeing Philadelphia's best defenseman last weekend. You know what I mean? This is, like Nico said, this is not the same Philadelphia Union team. They're coming in injured. You know what I mean? So they're carrying quite a few injuries, as a matter of fact.
And they play the Champions League this week.
Yeah, even though, come on,
Even
they
though
played
they played
Defense Force. They beat Defense Force 7-0.
Yeah,
You're playing
but I
against a
don't
bunch
know
of amateurs.
A lot
Defense
of
Force,
MLS
come on,
teams
that's
did
not really
that, by the way.
what
A lot of that's something that
Bro,
has to kind of change.
listen.
But it's not a
What are you going to do?
What are we gonna do?
All I
exactly.
know
That's the
is-
question.
all
What
I
are we
know
gonna
is
do?
that we will be watching the match. None of us will be going to Philly, as far as I know.
No, absolutely not.
No, I'm not
I
going.
went 3
But that's
times
my-
in
the
like 6
question
weeks.
is-
I'm good. I'm good.
Done going to Chester, Pennsylvania for regular season matches.
And listen,
Sorry.
and that doesn't discourage anybody from
No,
going
go.
if you
No,
can.
No, of
please,
course. You're
we
gonna go.
need
You got
support
tickets.
to
Have a
go.
good time,
I
definitely.
probably
need
will
fucking
go
everybody
again,
to go.
but I just need a break, bro.
And also, what
Like,
doesn't help is the ticket situation, as they
Yeah,
always.
it's
Oh
do.
man, yeah, that's the
And
most
next year,
encouraging part
They don't
about
want
it.
to allocate. You got to fight for tickets, man. Come on now.
Next
Ain't
time
nobody
it ends
wanna-
up-
No, it's never a fun
Philly
time.
Fans who talk mad shit. It's just like,
We'll see them in the playoffs when we knock them out, and then
no,
Yeah,
you
know, that's for huge.
this year, bro.
I'm not
No,
stressing
that
that.
being said, we said, what are we gonna do? So
What should
what-
NYCFC?
What are we're gonna fucking win is what we're gonna do.
We should.
How? Milky, how do you see it, brother?
What are we doing here?
Pascal can only don't do so many miracles. Yeah.
Seymour Reed should start this match.
You're taking the piss.
No,
Nah. Listen.
I mean, what-
you
he plays the
put
position.
Nico Fernandez on the wing. You put Ojeda on the bench. You put Hannes or whoever you want on the left.
You already know Talis Magno is
Whatever you
nowhere
want.
near match
And you
fitness
put-
right
and
now.
listen, I believe in the kid. We were there in Chicago when he scored his first career goal. No. He's Flatbush's finest.
I love Seymour.
Listen, is this what I want to be the case?
No. Sounds desperate.
But this is like, what are we gonna do with
you want me to tell you something?
You remember when like NFTs were a thing and you had that one homie's like, yo, son, I'm telling you, you gotta invest in NFTs, bro. Like
that was my cousin, as a matter of fact. Shout out my cousin Jonathan.
I'm not just Seymour Reed is gonna ball the.
I'm not saying that I don't have an NFT or two, but
what I'm saying is,
if you want to reference NFTs, yeah, I bought a couple NFTs. I threw shit at a wall. Hopefully something will stick. That's exactly what NYCFC has to do. Start Seymour Reed. See if it sticks. Put Hannes up front. See if it sticks. Put Nico up front. See if it sticks. We got to throw shit at a wall, and hopefully one of those shit stick.
I feel like Nico.
That's what has to get done.
So I was gonna say
we got no choice. He's right. At this point, what do we have to do? Put Seymour up front. Let's roll the dice.
I have a question for all you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Why hasn't Pascal done this earlier when he could have multiple times last season?
Do what?
Because we had
Seymour Reed as a striker. No. He was out.
I think he did once.
Okay,
so I think a lot of it had to do with his development
for 3-4 games at the end of last season.
Okay, but still,
and then we had nobody else.
Listen, guys, you guys gotta keep in mind the contract.
Why didn't he?
The contract that Seymour Reed was on last year.
A whole off season and more acclimation into the team, working into the system.
So I think if anything, last year would have been better because he was playing in the twos. He had some steam going. He was doing.
He only was able to play, I think, maybe 4 or 5 MLS games last year because of the deal he had.
It was like him going to LIC Soccer Roof playing, and then like, bro,
so
MLS
that's what I'm saying. So
you
guys all understand what I'm saying. When you have the
shout out to Soccer Roof.
Shout out Soccer Roof.
I play at Soccer Roof.
Podcast, please.
NYC Footy. We have a picture of whatever. Right?
Man versus Fat. Shout out to my league. Holla.
But I was gonna say, last year when you had that opportunity, right? He was much more informed because he was playing much more often. You had the opportunity to start him there, where he's the best. Why didn't he then? And what makes it much more able for him to do it now? It's the right time.
I mean,
ain't no way.
Me truly, I believe that the team, once they got Nico Fernandez, they thought they didn't need him.
Side effects.
That being said, I think we moved on, and I truly think that the kid has. I wish, like, if we're gonna lean into the young players.
Shout out Seymour Reed.
Shout out to Seymour Reed.
My youth.
Seymour Reed should be playing. There's no reason we shouldn't see Maximo
and
Carrizo
he should definitely
dispatch.
play.
No, I agree.
But Maximo Carrizo's a midfield.
He should be playing. My point is the young players should be playing.
I agree. He should be getting much more minutes to Carrizo because we need him more.
Even there's no reason we should have a striker on the roster and not start him as striker.
Teams he beats.
You understand what I'm saying, Felix?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, you have to.
Designated
at this point, you have to because.
Even if you got to 86 him early.
I'm a firm agreement. Listen, you have to at least give him the start in this situation. He plays the position. Obviously, he's scored. He's had MLS minutes. You know what I mean? Playing him on the second team is not going to do anything for him at this point. I mean, what
let him play with Maxi. Let him play with Nico.
Yo, come on, he has to. He has to get those big boy minutes.
In the kid. You believed him enough to bring him to the first team. Why not start him? It's the same shit with Carrizo. Like, if you believed in them enough to have them on the first team, they should be seeing some action.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that needs to be now. I'm just saying over the course of the season, these
100%
guys need to get major minutes.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing is that we have those core of young players that have been proving themselves.
And listen, they could keep us afloat, bro. I don't even. Our rivals. Look at the route they're going right now.
That's a good point.
Look at the route our rivals are going right now. They're going young.
But how their young is playing. That's a good point. I think that's probably the better point.
But here's the thing: when you go back to that youth, when you go to that A's division,
and everyone looks at MLS and is like, "Oh, you need." Nah, I think what Michael Bradley's doing is smart. And I wish we would incorporate. I know, but there always seems to be resistance for whatever reason.
No, we do that a lot. We do it more than a normal team.
And I'm not saying I'm not going to speculate on as to why that is. I'm just saying Maximo Carrizo, Junior Reed, obviously in a couple years, Zidane Yanez, and all these dudes. I need them to play major minutes and be a part of this team. I don't want them to be a Gio Reyna, bro. Like, oh yeah, we had them, and then
This ship them off
bro,
somewhere.
look at the Philly. Look, Cade Sullivan, what's his name?
Kevin Sullivan.
look.
It's not Kevin Sullivan.
It's Kevin.
No,
Kevin's the younger one.
Whatever his name is, it doesn't matter. Kid's a beast. And look, Philly is using him the right way. I wish NYCFC would take more of that approach, especially with Maxi. Take advantage of Maxi Morales being in that locker room for a kid like Maximo Carrizo to learn from, to play with. When he comes off the pitch, Maxi could be like, "Yo, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that."
Exactly. Now, listen, guys. I don't want to play keep up with the Joneses, right? But Caesar brings a very good point. The Rebels just hired Michael Bradley, who last year was coaching the second team, right? Now, and the thing is now Milky, yeah, definitely. So my bad, right? So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? So now you have players who were playing against these guys, right? Seymour Reed, Maximo Carrizo, Drew Baira, Jonathan Shaw, Zidane Yanez. Right, you had all these kids.
Should be calling up.
He should be getting kids. Musou's another one.
We'll get to that. But
here's the thing, right? So now when you start seeing this whole thing happening, right? That's what they're doing across the river, and guess what? It's working. This is the exact reason why they got Bradley.
It's just one game. It's just one game. It's just one game.
Comparing ourselves.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No. But listen. I don't play keep up with anybody. But what I'm saying is that that's an approach.
Comparisons is.
No. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that youth works.
Right, I agree.
When you do it the right way, youth works.
Balance.
Yeah, but we've been trying.
But it has to be that balance. Another thing is,
guys,
how?
No, okay.
I mean,
pause.
all the players that we have young.
Pause.
Julian Fernandez, Ojeda, they're all kids.
Yeah.
No.
But we're
What we're not gonna do is act
Keyword.
like NYCFC does not promote the youth. We're not gonna act like NYCFC
they
doesn't.
do, but it's just like the guys who really need to get promoted.
NYCFC, 100%. No, I get what you're saying, but I think the amount that we play young players is a good amount.
I agree.
The Red Bulls only started doing that because they have no other option.
No, but regardless
and
of that,
Bradley,
he's cooking.
And
He's
Bradley,
cooking.
listen, and Bradley,
that we have to
Bradley
consider.
worked with these guys just recently, a few months ago. So he's going to try to get the most he can out of them, because if you have them in your locker room, in the training grounds, from the twos to the second team to the first team. That's why I look as good as it did.
May I respond?
And no, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. We could look at facts, minutes, appearances, contributions. The reasons we have our Jasons, we have our Hacks, we have our Saints.
Look how many homegrown players won the MLS Cup with us.
We have a list from the 10 years, 11 years we've been existing, that we have a lot of good contribution from the youth. And who's killing that is the man who's done it in college.
I agree. I agree, but
I think we shouldn't play the youth too much.
I'm not saying you should. But what is the purpose of having these kids on the first team just to let them rot, and then to watch a Carrizo go to the US U17 or U18s and go ball the fuck out. Right? Watch the Don Yanez ball the fuck out, and then they come back, and then they just sit in the shadows. And you watch these other clubs
play on the second team and then they'll not get any first team minutes.
No, it's not. NYCFC is acting like a completely different animal, because other teams are promoting their young. Bro, if Inter Miami could start Messi's son to play on the first team when he was 13, they probably would.
Was it Bronny James?
Bro, but that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. But there's a lot of good.
No, but there's a point there. Yeah.
A lot of good young players, right? And we have in my opinion, some of the best young players in the league.
We absolutely do. These guys are top rated.
More.
What if we have too many good players?
I'll leave this. I'll leave this to the people in the comments. If you think,
yes, people comment this. Let's go. I want to hear this.
If you think we're playing enough of the youth, if we're maybe not playing enough of the youth, one thing I'll answer your point that I would 100% agree. We should be playing more strikers.
Yes.
When we had MD Myers from the second team,
he won the Golden Boot that year. MD Myers won the Golden Boot, did not get promoted.
Right, but real quick, right? Why be so selective, right? Because they'll use, like, for example, right? Someone could have said the same thing about a Kevin O'Toole, about Justin.
He also got promoted.
But they gave them the opportunity to prove themselves. Why are you not giving these kids a chance? Let them.
There has to be, yes, something has to give in that regard, really.
Because if you fail, it's big stakes.
Yeah,
this is not anyone. It's nothing.
If he fails now,
okay, so just let him sit on the bench.
No,
then.
but listen, you
it's
got to
not
understand.
that.
Just because, and also this is a team, right? Just because you have someone doesn't mean you have to start them all the time.
I'm not saying that.
A team effort is understanding
But,
that
bro,
you're gonna get selected.
How many games did Carrizo get in last year? 3, 4.
And also because we needed Maxi,
maybe.
we needed Maxi
That's
to play.
crazy.
But gentlemen, we also run into this territory as well.
At least in 14 games.
Musa?
Which one?
Sebastian Musa. Yes. Musu.
What happened to him?
Yeah.
He's still on the second team.
Son,
Is he?
all I'm saying is
so.
last season they subbed him
I
in.
haven't heard of him.
They subbed him in at Yankee Stadium
And
last
Maximo
season.
Carrizo can't get any burn.
He
Because
balled out, but this is the
And he
thing.
balled out.
But
Felix,
Maximo
am I wrong?
should
No,
get
you're not. You're not at all.
He showed sparks of
Position.
greatness.
And the thing is, guys, they're
It is
17,
February
18,
28th.
bro.
Maxi is 39 years old. Maximo Carrizo plays the same position. He has to see the pitch.
Gotta see minutes. You gotta see minutes.
He will.
I agree,
He will.
100%.
He definitely will.
100%.
And if he doesn't,
He will.
if him and his dad start some shit to leave the club, I ain't even mad.
Yeah, but
You
again,
can't be, yeah, exactly. You can't be mad at that point.
He's gotta play.
Even though his dad be talking wild cash out his mouth too.
Shore's young enough.
That's what
he-
I'm saying.
no, but
why the selectivism? I
No,
don't
no.
understand.
Selectivism is not
you
that.
gotta
It's
be ready.
proving.
You gotta
It's
be
proving.
ready. You gotta
And
be
Johnny
ready.
I mean,
Shore.
the thing is that, you already saw how
Also,
Pascal
it
Jansen
might
co-time
be
with
lack
Drew
of
Breyer this
depth.
weekend too.
Listen, lack of depth at the position.
That.
Bro,
Lack of depth at the
That's why he
position.
said- no, but that's
That's
what
you
you-
call up
Yes.
where you're
Maxi
lacking depth.
From away from.
Then he'll get more minutes.
But
Exactly.
why
better
does
be
it
ready.
have to lead?
He's
to
one
that?
injury
And he better
away
be
from
ready.
getting his
They
minutes.
should be putting him.
be ready.
They should be getting him ready for that.
No, but
Right.
he's already
And
getting
game
ready.
time is a big way for him to get ready.
But again, listen.
Listen, guys, it
We
has to
have the
get done.
best person to trust is Pascal Jansen.
I believe in
He's
Pascal.
worth
Developer
not only
of
but
talent.
his expertise.
This is all just venting.
CFG. Well, again, logically venting, but it's
course.
CFG got Pascal Jansen for that reason. And
But you know something, and I think Caesar, I think another big part of the frustration is that this is something that Pascal Jansen is known for, promoting the youth, getting the youth going,
Yes.
That's what we've seen.
playing the youth.
That's what I'm saying.
Why we
This is
hired
the
him.
thing.
we're
He was
not
doing
doing
it
it.
Ferenc
We're
Feroci.
definitely
He was
doing
doing
it.
the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
you saw how successful they were in Europa League. I mean, that's what he does. So I think that right now, the reason why we're expressing this frustration is because he's done it before. We have the players to do it. Why is there such hesitance in doing so? Because it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like you said, like Nico was saying, you don't want these guys. These guys just came back from
agree.
playing
You
in the
can't
under-17 World Cup.
leave them
You don't
try.
want them languishing on the bench, just playing second-team minutes. These guys have to at some point or another, they have to get their first season, their first
I
team
hate to
minutes.
say it.
Has to happen. Has to
It
happen.
kind of reminds me. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. It reminds me of the Yankees. The Yankees
Let's go Yankees.
hoard
Let's go Yankees.
their talent. They hoard it. Spencer
Yes.
Jones. They
Yes.
hoard their talent. They refuse to call them up. We'd rather be bad at first base than to call up Spencer. Jason Dominguez was on the show for how long until we needed
Yes.
an outfielder, and then we called him
And
up.
he's probably going to
wasn't
start the
ready.
season in AAA.
You know what I'm saying? So like, at what point do we say our talent is ready for the stage, or at what point do we use them as
Now,
you know
now,
what I'm
Milky,
saying?
you want to use the Yankee analogy, right? Anthony Volpe. Everyone thought that Anthony Volpe was going to be the shortstop of the future.
Exactly.
Wins the Rookie of the Year, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
guys, I know this is a soccer podcast, but this has a lot of relevance, audience.
This is sports,
right?
baby. Come on now.
Sports, right? So check
Real
this out.
fucking
Anthony Volpe,
topical,
everyone
kid.
thought he was going to be the truth at shortstop. Wins Rookie of the Year. Last season, he tears his labrum. He tears his shoulder in May on a routine. You know, sliding to third base.
Yep.
Tears his
Bad
shoulder.
baseball.
Numbers go down for the rest of the season, right? But now, this is, you know, they thought he was ready. Obviously, his body wasn't ready for that type of game.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
now, you know, that's just an example of a miss, right? But you still have to take those chances. These
Exactly.
you have to take these chances on these young players.
Exactly.
I mean, I understand everyone wants
Going
the
back to
marquee
Nico's
player.
point, you got to give them the
You have to.
opportunity.
You have
And we will
give
see
Give them the
minutes.
opportunity
Not
to
just
fail.
the first.
That's all I'm asking
and we
for.
will.
Yeah,
we
you
will
have
get
to.
minutes. The whole point here was we got it off track because of Seymour Reed, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And
Great
listen,
conversation. I had
Pascal,
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It was great,
I
though.
regret nothing.
But Pascal, I think he has the best measure, and in general, I think we can all agree we produced not only good enough talent, but we played them enough. Maybe not at the striker position. Maybe that's where I think where we had a need that we don't promote. Like right now, I would love to have Sedan Yanez on the bench. You know why?
Yeah.
He was in the U20 World Cup.
Balling out of control.
Balling.
I'm more firm in agreement because that's a position where we desperately need it.
Right.
He fits our play style. Maybe that's where sometimes with Seymour, I feel like that's why even Pascal himself hasn't put it on enough. It's not because we're hanging him out to dry. But again, these guys are experts of what we need. But to move on forward, we
had a great combo.
But listen, Philly boys, Philly.
It's not football.
Leicester.
But again, we're just so blessed to have this kind of
You play
talent.
with your feet.
What do you play with your hand? Sorry,
You tell me.
Yo.
Anyway, so what are you guys' prediction? for this
Honestly,
result?
I'm expecting very similar to October, but I'm not gonna say 1-0.
I don't even know what it's gonna be.
I am gonna go out on a motherfucking limb here because that's what we do here at the New York City Nobodies.
Catching
Live from Tribeca.
pans
No
down.
piss in the elevator over here,
we don't
son.
do that
Piss in
over here.
Chester,
We're
though.
from Tribeca.
Yo, son, this shit's trying to fuck up my leather,
We
son.
don't piss in the elevator. We
we don't
take
piss in
shits
the
in the
elevator.
You're not
station.
gangsters? You not gangster?
But that being
Who the fuck
said,
is you?
y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
What's up?
We're gonna win 3-0.
Oh, come on. 3-0. Well, it's possible.
Who's scoring?
All right, I'm
scoring?
gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Nico for sure.
Nico Fernandez is gonna score absolute golazo.
He almost did last time.
Maxi
really did, yeah.
Morales is gonna clean it up, and I'm calling it off of a set piece. Kean Barks will come in and fly free bird. Yeah, right in the back of the fucking
What
head,
is
baby.
it? Sky's gonna have
Sky's gonna
competition?
open up and a fucking a ray of sunshine's gonna land right on.
It's gonna be scenes in Chester, boys.
And once you guys are done, I just have something I want to say, but I'll save it for now.
Okay.
Get your predictions off.
So
See, Caesar's like the more like logical one, so I'm sure like what, a 1-0.
Nico, but you know something? Logic is not valid here.
no. Well,
No, it's true. The game really could end up a whole
No,
bunch
no.
of
I
different
get what
yes.
you're saying. This game is actually weird because we don't know how bad Philly's gonna be.
Bro, they're shit. I
And
don't
that-
care what they did in the Champions League.
I don't know how they're exactly. I was much more intimidated last year at any point than I am now because now not only have they turned around players, but they don't even know what to expect from the replacements because they're not, So I actually think we'll win because I always have this energy feeling where when we do so bad in one place, we start doing better because it's just been really bad for a long time. And that's what happened in the playoffs.
Right.
We were losing so much to Philly, especially at their place, where we got the big game. And I think we'll continue that. So we're going to win 2-0. And the goal,
And I love that we play them early away.
and Miami, right? I just want to get that out.
Yeah.
Shit out the way, because we really get to test ourselves early.
Wait,
Jesse, your predictions, please.
So I think it'll be 2-0, and who's going to score? Nico. Continue to tear it up, and I love that the whole league is recognizing him. A clean sheet for Freeze would be amazing.
Yeah.
He deserves it, bro.
And listen, I was going to see a header from Thiago, but a header from Keaton
Oh,
would be so
speaking into
beautiful.
existence.
Big bird
bro.
in the house, baby.
Big bird
Double
is
spot
beautiful.
on his back.
Sir Milkman was good. What do you think?
I'm having such a good time. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna be the realist here, and I'm gonna say I see another draw. I see a 1-1 draw, and until we figure it out, it's the first game of the season, and we don't know where our scoring's coming from, and it's not gonna be your Nico Fernandez that scores, or it's gonna be unorthodox. It's going to be Ojeda or somebody off a rebound. A big, strong shot on goal, and the goalkeeper can't.
Raquinho.
And we're going to be able to rebound, and we're going to get a goal. We're going to continue to maintain possession. Now, I could say we can win this game if we maintain possession like we did against LAFC. I mean, the LA Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? We can win this game, but we don't know where scoring's coming from. If we do get a goal, and I say it might be a 0-0 draw, I know. Hear me. Our defense is fantastic.
That's the thing we have going
Our
on.
defense is fantastic.
We don't leak
Our
goals.
back line's top notch, but we don't know where to. And it's gonna be like this, guys. Yo, listen, hate me now. But there's going to be a lot of draws.
This is nothing new.
This is going to be a lot. In the beginning of the season, there's going to be a lot of draws.
I disagree.
So we're going to win every game in the beginning of the season, or do you want to lose every game in the beginning of the season?
Lose some of these games than draw.
All right, but what I'm saying is, you didn't even let me get past. There's going to be a lot of draws. We're going to lose games. We're going to win games, but we got to be real about what we're expecting here. We're going up against Philly. Yeah, Philly's not the same Philly, but we don't have no option to score. There's no out.
Neither do they.
There's nothing.
But again, we're saying that because it's after one game. But if Philly plays the way that they play, we'll win.
But can you expect them to?
We're in transition.
Listen,
you can't expect.
We're blabbing too much. Going to our Bronx correspondent.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Felix. How are we feeling? What do you think?
Well, not definitely. I think that we already saw. Beating defense force 7-zip means nothing.
If you don't mind me interrupting, with the security of Subaru Park, you guys get along great. You guys are best friends. Just had to
definitely we are definitely, man, besties, baby. You know what I mean? Group text all day. But anyway, so I think that, given Philly's form, like I said, granted they beat defense force during the week 7-0. That means nothing in the grand scheme of MLS, right?
That's
in MLS, actual MLS play, they did not do that. They did not do well against DC, right? So I'm going to hang my hat on that one, and I'm going to say, hey, if I take what Philly did last week, and if I take what NYC did last week, I'll take what NYC did every day, right? Now,
absolutely.
Are they going to win? Yes, in my opinion, 2-0. Now, it's going to be like Milky was saying, it's going to be that unconventional goal. Maybe our goal is going to come in from a Hannes Wolf cut in. You know what I mean? Him cutting into
Rafinha. Yes.
Right? Or we may see another 1-2 combination like we saw with Nico, Tapito Nico and Maxi like in the playoffs last year. We may see another combo like that, right? Or we just may see a banger from somebody who we're not going to expect it from. So I definitely think that if we play our game, if we play our defensive game, if we play our defensive counter, if we play our spaces, if we play our passes, basically if we do what we got to do and fuck everybody else, we got this in the back. 3 points to take it back to the Bronx for the whole opener.
Don't get me wrong. I want NYCFC to win. I know people are going to watch this and be like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? But if we're going to be, everybody.
They don't even have to watch it. I'm thinking that right now.
Yeah, fair enough. But guess what? At the end of the season, I want to be like, we went through the trials and tribulations and we did what we had to. And it was a realistic season. I could go back to the beginning of this episode when we're cutting shit down at the end of the season and saying, we won the MLS Cup, but guess what? In the beginning of the season, we couldn't get our shit together. I was a realist. Yo, when you're up 1-0 against a 10-man team in the 60th minute and we can't find another goal, that's something that we have to be concerned about.
Definitely.
As much Philly as nobody wants. I understand Philly plays different, but this is still
Philly. They could play more into our hands.
This is still football, my
bro. We own them. They genuinely cannot, like, we're like the ghosts in their closet.
Listen, man.
We are their boogeyman.
I love NYC.
We're the bad ex-girlfriend. We're the bad one-night stand that didn't go away.
You're letting us know how you feel. But that being said, it is after the first week of the season. The soldiers have returned from the first away day all the way to the West Coast. We're going into our 11th season, bro. On the fucking pitch. Give us a round of applause for that. 11 fucking years, bro. People are like, oh, this
feels good, man. It feels so good.
Run by the league. You're fucking bullshit. And look, if you don't believe me,
we have a live audience.
We got a special guest.
We have a live audience today.
And we got one of these. Yo, it's not son. Yo, what up, son?
One at a time. We have a live audience member.
All right. Real quick before Harper gets on, I want to say the soldiers return. And I'm so happy for another NYCFC season to be underway with the World Cup being here this year. 2026 is going to be a massive fucking year for us. I love NYCFC. I love the New York City Nobodies. This is the type of shit we do. That being said, Harper.
Talking shit, baby. Talking shit. Let's go.
What's up, Harp?
NYCFC means absolutely everything. Even though I can't be there with you guys. You know, everybody listening, everybody not listening, everybody that goes to games, everybody that doesn't go to games, that just watches on TV, whatever, just know that NYC forever, NYCFC forever, And yeah, these boys, give them a listen, all right?
And with that being said, everyone, this has been the New York City Nobodies.
Yo, we
love you.